Rottweiler, come here. We got a job for you. I'll hold it still. Come on. Yeah, good job. Sit. Good job. All right, we haven't seen these people in a hot minute, Fiona. Ooh, a little burp. Are you gonna head to the Westminster Dog Show? And you're going to learn all about how to be exquisite and gourmet. You wanna go to manners class and learn which side of the plate to put your fork and your butter knife on? Rottweiler, what do you think about those people in there? They're in that machine, idiot. Literally look inside of the machine. Are you really that dumb? Are you really that dumb? What? Whoa. Say hello to the Dubbernauts. Be gone. Woo! That was your Rottweiler intro. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like. We can always do a Rottweiler intro, or maybe there's another species that you have in mind. Maybe we do the albino anaconda special. A very rigid, yet soft, albino anaconda that curves to the left special. Greetings and salutations, my little... Sometimes you have a dud. What do you call it when you shoot a blank? Yeah, I'm shooting blanks today. How's it going? What do you think about... Can you tell me about... Shit, I got nothing to say. I have no topics, guys. Today I'm just gonna be doing my thing. There's not really a word for it. We could say it's doing my DMT. Today we're going to be doing DMT. Yes, it's DMT, but it's also a game. Recently, I took a trip to LA and I became fascinated about the concept of strip malls. A strip mall is simply a shopping center, but they're a little bit more quaint. I mean, that's the way that I see them. I feel like if it's a shopping center, that means you got
Home Depot, Walmart, Target, Big Olive Garden.
Whereas if you're looking at a strip mall, it's gonna be like Subway, sushi, nails, donuts. I'm brought to these strip malls for one thing, and that's food. So once I'm done chowing down on some lamb vindaloo, I don't walk outside and look at the place that's labeled massage and say, now that my belly's full, it's time to get my hog rubbed. I also don't leave the convenience store and look at the place labeled dentist and say, now's as good a time as any. I will say the older I get, the more that strip mall compositions make sense to me because I've experienced more of these things and I'm like, there's a place for it. If I saw something like karate, mattress, Ethiopian, and donuts, only the donuts would have made sense to me as like a 16-year-old. Now I look at this composition and I'm like, okay, cool, karate. Sandy Cheeks does that. What else? Mattress. I went to a mattress store a few years ago because I needed to get one. I never thought I'd be inside of one, but there I was, buying a mattress that cost more than a mortgage payment. That's awesome. Ethiopian, just another solid cuisine option. Donuts, need I say less? Need I say more? Need I stutter? There is an art to how you design your strip mall, and I think the names are very important. The two most common names that I've seen is Plaza and Center. Those are the most common, and I would say that generally speaking, those are the best strip malls. And then there's places called the Shops At, and then they have the location. The Shops At Westfall, the Shops At Dunmorrow. The Shops At isn't the worst. It gets even more like Try Hard European by them saying SHOPPES. They couldn't just spell shops normally. They had to spell it ye old shop. And I really love this. I was confused at why it would be named shop with an E, but I looked it up on Google, and Google like gives the best definition ever. It says, a deliberately archaic spelling of shop used in hopes of imbuing a store with old-fashioned charm or quaintness. You aren't Old English, you are a fucking 18th generation American. Do not spell it ye old shop. If that's the vibe, if what you're selling is like ancient British goods, maybe you can call it ye old shop. By the way, shout out to Strip Mall Stream on Instagram for documenting all the strip mall signs that you come across. Let's take a look at some of these strip mall examples. This one is like the ultimate LA strip mall. This one's a bit more bougie, right? They got a cake shop, they got a pet resort and a pet clinic, Academy of Dance, Treats Unleashed. So they have three things that relate to pets on this one strip mall sign alone. Oh yeah, this one's like whiteified to the max. Bethlehem Village Shops. But it does have an AutoZone. Shout out AutoZone. A haircut place, a pharmacy. I guess the only thing that's different here is this place called Finksburg Desire, which sells toys, DVD, and lingerie. That is gross. This guy's definitely a pervert. Like the classic definition of a pervert. Like so perverted that he wants his name on the sign of his pervert shop. It might not be your guys' desire, but I love all this shit. I love big dildos. I love waggling around big dildos for fun. That might be iDubbbz's desire. Now we're gonna be playing a game. It's a strip mall builder game. We have this strip mall sign, and we are going to assign our top 5 businesses to this strip mall. But before we do that, I want to give you an example of how this works. What you'll notice at a lot of strip malls is that they have a statement piece. They have a location that is going to bring a lot of people to the strip mall. Dollar stores are a common strip mall statement piece. You put it there and everyone notices it and everyone flocks to it. So that brings people in. That's why it takes the top spot. Next up, I want to put in a generic brandless service like massage. I want to put massage in here because I feel like that is like a defining characteristic of like a good strip mall is you need a place that doesn't necessarily like apply to you. For other people, it might be like shoe repair, and you're like, who the fuck is getting their shoes repaired regularly? I'm not wearing clogs. Like, what are you repairing on my Etnies brand Etnies shoes? Are you puffing up the tongue of my Etnies brand Etnies shoe? Next up, I think we have to add something that is like a non-critical healthcare type of thing. We should do the most useless healthcare thing, which is a chiropractor. So far, this is looking like an average plaza. The thing we're missing here is arguably the most important thing, which is a food component. So I think for this example, we're going to use this restaurant, Curry Zone. Last but certainly not least, we're gonna finish it with Subway because I think having some recognizable branded fast food is a good way to wrap it up. There you have it. That is like your average strip mall. I would go here. It is appropriately average. But we're not here for average. We're here for perfect. Now we're gonna be making my perfect strip mall. If you don't like it, you can fucking leave a scathing review down below, giving reasons as to why you disagree or agree with my picks. You could leave your top 5. What 5 places would you have in your perfect like local? Imagine this place is like 2 blocks from you and you could walk there. For me, strip malls are all about the cuisine, all about the food. So I have to make my statement piece Alberto's. This is obviously like interchangeable. For any of you who have seen my Airtos video, I would have any Airtos here, to be honest. There has to be like at least one place that you don't use, but you like that it is in your community. And what I would like there to be in my community is a laundromat. I have grown to really like and appreciate laundromats. Number one, they smell amazing. I also like that it's communal. I like that that is an area where people can just, there's no excuse other than to sit on your phone or do some work on your laptop or just hang out. As your clothes are getting washed and dried, you can be eating at Alberto's. You can be going to any of these other places. I also like a laundromat because I associate it very strongly with the fucking toy machines. I remember like getting Pokemon card pull-out ones, the best stickers out of those machines. Like legendary stickers. Next up is Ye Old Tattoo Parlor. So yeah, while you're waiting for your clothes to dry, you can get a tattoo. Maybe you get a tattoo of a washing machine on your back as you're waiting for your clothes to dry. Maybe you get a tattoo, an Alberto's tattoo, while you're waiting for your clothes to dry. I understand that tattoos aren't for everyone, so if tattoos aren't your thing, don't worry, I got you covered. With a little business I like to call 7-Eleven. You can't have a strip mall without a 7-Eleven. For me, it's just like, Slurpees, hello? Hello? Slurpees calling. Slurpees? Fucking beef jerky? Rhino pills? Oh, and you know what? This 7-Eleven has a liquor license, okay? Yeah, I can do that because this is my perfect plaza, so I can give them a license to sell liquor. They only sell the best tasting liquor, which is going to be all the sweet stuff. Mike's Hard Lemonade. My perfect strip mall is gonna have something like an urgent care. That's where I just end up going for any of my health needs. People talk about like, go to your healthcare provider, your primary physician. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who is that? I don't know who that is, and I'm not driving to them. There's literally a place 2 blocks away from me called urgent care that I could just go and get my herpes diagnosed. Okay, this is my perfect plaza, but I'm not gonna name it Perfect Plaza. We have to come up with a better naming scheme. I think a new good naming convention should be animals. I don't care what animals, I think the more obscure the better. First one I'm thinking of is Silverback Plaza. I think this strikes the perfect balance of boring yet memorable. You know, because if you're, imagine that this is in like Santa Monica. You're gonna look at Silverback Plaza and you're gonna be like, huh, why wouldn't that just say Santa Monica Plaza? But you're gonna remember the silverback part. You're gonna be like, I wonder if there's a big fucking gorilla that's gonna kill me if I go into this plaza. How do we feel about Rhodesian Ridgeback Center? I wanted to stick with this animal theme, so I came up with the shops at black-breasted leaf turtle. Okay, enough of my dream scenario. Let's make the plaza from hell. Like every good strip mall needs an attractor, it needs a business that'll bring people in. Every bad strip mall needs a detractor, the Office of the Internal Revenue Service. I want this to be plausible, and there are IRS offices all across America, and some of them are in strip malls. So I think that this is a good first pick. I think we need something more narrow and more like useless to most people. I'm gonna go with snake veterinarian. I haven't myself seen a snake veterinarian, but I wouldn't doubt that they exist. There are plenty of liquor stores, and even though like a liquor store might not be the most appealing thing to me, I know that liquor stores appeal to a lot of people. For it to truly be like a bad place, we should just take away everything that makes alcohol good. We should just leave it with nothing but the flavor. Non-alcoholic beer and non-alcoholic wine. So the next category I think we need to hit is food. For me, it's a toss-up between Panera Bread and this nondescript place called Fusion. I feel like a nondescript place called Fusion is dangerous. You have no idea what fusion restaurant this is. It could be American Mexican. It could be a fusion between Equatorial New Guinea and Djibouti. It's really tempting to put Finksburg Desire in here, but I actually think it would be kind of fun to go into Finksburg Desire. I honestly think the best thing to put in here at the end, and this might be a me thing, but there are 2 places. There's this place called the Sylvan Learning Center, which is not good. It is fucking, they make you do math and stuff. I just remember they were trying to make me learn things there, and I didn't like it. I think it costs too much for my mom to put me in there consistently, so she maybe like let me do a Sylvan free trial or something, and I did not like that. This other one I'm not familiar with. It's called Mathnasium, the Math Learning Center. I've seen this one around. I just assumed that it's like a new Sylvan. But if y'all have been to the Mathnasium, let me know if it's yay or nay. I feel like Mathnasium, they probably have a bunch of cringe new age shit where it's like, when you're able to solve this fraction, I'll let you shoot a small basket into my small basketball hoop on the back of this door. Welcome to the Mathnasium. And they hold their hands like this a lot. Welcome to the Mathnasium, brother. That's right, you're almost there. Take the remainder, multiply it by the fucking denominator. So yeah, this is the strip mall from hell. Now we just need to name it. Yeah, I like that. Ye Olde Shops at Hell. What's probably gonna bring you to Ye Olde Shops at Hell is either your child is not doing well in school or your snake is sick. And again, if you guys have a better idea of what would make a strip mall from hell, give me your top 5, or your bottom 5, I guess it would be. Don't compare it to mine. Mine was a little bit dramatic. I know technically there's probably not, you know, a place called non-alcoholic beer and wine. I want to push the boundaries because they're plausible. All right, my little dehydrated shrimps, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Fiona, would you like to come and wish everyone an outro? All right, Fiona, give the people what they want. An outro of barkness.
Com cabelos cor de mel singela, seu nome